We are not out of the woods yet, but we do want to provide a path forward for economic recovery in our state.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, Governor Inslee setting new standards for communities to reopen.
And waking up this morning, more rain is set to move in. I'll have more details on that Wednesday forecast. It's all coming up.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest, and thanks for waking up with us early on this Wednesday morning. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Kristen Walls. Kristen, day 6 of 2021, and today's supposed to be pretty rainy.
Yep, we'll have some on and off rain showers. Now, we're not raining the entire day, but just have that umbrella nearby in case you get caught in any kind of downpour that happens to pop up for today. But still staying fairly mild today, close to 50 degrees later on this afternoon. So let's get you started with that live look downtown Yakima. Kind of a different story for you. You had a few showers still moving through yesterday afternoon. That kept your temperatures yesterday only in the upper 30s compared to a lot of other locations yesterday. We had highs in the low 50s, so quite the temperature difference yesterday for the Yakima Valley. Now, early this morning, we are seeing more scattered rain showers starting to move back in, so everybody will see the rainfall for today. The majority of the wet weather, at least right now, around Moses Lake and Othello. This will start to fill in, especially for that commute to work. Temperatures right now, we're at 42 in the Tri-Cities, 34 in Yakima, and where we're seeing 50 degrees this morning in Walla Walla. Those winds have been picking up, so we're still looking at some of those downsloping winds and a little bit breezy for you this morning. So as you plan out your Wednesday forecast, just plan on that on and off rain. 50 degrees later on this afternoon. So look at how long this wet weather will last. Your full forecast, Monica, it's coming up.
Thank you, Kristen. Well, Governor Inslee says he has a new plan to reopen Washington businesses after weeks of another almost complete shutdown. He says the new plan will be significantly different than those we've seen in the past.
This will not be done on a county-by-county basis, but instead will be done by regions. A region will need to show that it has had a 10% decrease trend over the last 14 days. Also that it has a 10% decrease in COVID hospital admission rates over the same period, that the ICU occupancy rate is less than 90%, and that the test positivity rate is less than 10%.
Now, here's a look at the region Governor Inslee is talking about. As you can see, Kittitas, Yakima, Benton, Franklin, Walla Walla, and Columbia counties are all in the same region. The whole state will start as phase 1 on Monday. He says restaurants and gyms won't be able to reopen until phase 2. And Cap KVUE asked Governor Inslee a question that we've been hearing a lot from you about what he would tell restaurant owners who say their dining rooms are safer than grocery stores. Here's what the governor had to say.
And we know that one of the most riskiest environments is when people sit across the table and for an hour and a half and dine together and enjoy each other's company and cannot wear masks. This is a central fundamental tenet. It's a little bit surprising to me people don't sort of figure that out on their own. People wear masks when they go to grocery stores, and they don't sit next to each other for an hour and a half and breathe on each other. It's a very, very different environment.
Inslee continued by saying there's $100 million of relief coming to struggling restaurants, and he believes there will be more when the legislature reconvenes. After nearly a month of serving customers indoors, despite those state rules against it, Stuffy's restaurant of Longview, Washington, has received notice of a $126,000 fine. The restaurant's owners are set to appear in Cowlitz County Superior Court in response to that and a temporary restraining order filed by the state attorney general's office. The State Department of Labor and Industries also issued a citation for willful serious violations for having inside dining each day for 7 days, December 22nd to 28th. That led to the $126,000 penalty. The U.S. government promised to vaccinate 20 million people for coronavirus by the end of 2020, but nationwide, the rollout for the vaccine has been slow. Here in Washington, first in line were frontline workers in healthcare and then those living in long-term care facilities. Next in line, some essential workers such as police and teachers and people 75 and older. Some areas of the state have already vaccinated the first group called 1A, and they're ready to move to the next. But other counties are struggling to get the first group vaccinated, and only a fraction of their doses have been administered.
I'm not surprised. It's such a complex situation. I think with the way the vaccine is rolling out, the fact that we have limited supply, we don't know what the supply is going to be like from week to week.
So if you want to know when and if you're eligible for the vaccine, today the state is planning to roll out a Phase Finder app. You just put in your information about your age, whether you work in healthcare or are another essential worker, and you'll be told when you're eligible and where you can go. Well, right now, most of the Puget Sound region is under a landslide advisory from the Department of Natural Resources, with more rain expected this week. This is right on the Hood Canal in Poulsbo, where rescue crews had to evacuate 8 homes. We also had that mudslide on US 2 near Leavenworth earlier this week that shut down part of the highway. Switching gears at 5:05, happy birthday, Tilly Zangbing. She's 107 years old, wears sparkly red nail polish, and has lived through not one, but 2 pandemics, the influenza outbreak of 1918 and the current coronavirus crisis. She recently got vaccinated, but while living in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, came down with COVID-19, saying she just slept all the time. Zangbing also beat cancer when she was 95. Her son says when people ask what her secret to old age is, she jokes around saying that she has a cocktail every night.
You know, she's not the first person to say this. That, you know, either she's a drink every night, glass of wine, whatever it is. But
I think it's just being able to keep that positivity.
Exactly. Her spirit's just up all the time, and she's always smiling, it seems like.
I think that's what it is. All right, let's take a quick break here on Good Morning Northwest. But first, let's take that live look outside.
And we are still looking at more rain chances out there today. Make sure to grab the umbrella. Look at how long it's expected to last and what you can expect heading into your weekend. It's all coming up.
Plus, doing your own COVID test at home just got easier since you can now buy testing kits on Amazon, but they won't come cheap.
Let's get going.
Stars are bringing their A game.
I'm gonna buy an A.
No, there is no A.
Oh, wow!
When Celebrity Wheel of Fortune comes to primetime. Yes! Premieres Thursdays, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Next Life, Tim Allen, plus Diet Week will help you avoid temptation.
Listen, fries, there is no bad fry. Just bad people eating fries.
Today at 9 on Cap KView.
The day after chemo might mean a trip back to the doctor's office, just for a shot. But why go back there when you can stay home? With Neulasta Onpro, strong chemo can put you at risk of serious infection. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% decrease. Neulasta Onpro is designed to deliver Neulasta the day after chemo and is used by most patients today.
Neulasta is for certain cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to it, or Neupogen, filgrastim. An incomplete dose could increase infection risk. Ruptured spleen, sometimes fatal, as well as serious lung problems, allergic reactions, kidney injuries, and capillary leak syndrome have occurred. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
If you'd rather be home, ask your doctor about Neulasta Onpro. Pay no more than $5 per dose with copay card.
Shake off the winter chill by cuddling up to a warm, fuzzy panda loaded with cash during Panda Payouts. Every Thursday at Legends Casino Hotel. Use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries all month long. Drawings begin at noon and go until 9 p.m. Winners will select an adorable panda to take home and increase their cash prize of $500 or $1,000 by 2, 3, 4, even 5 times. Panda Payouts happening now at Legends Casino Hotel. Welcome to winning.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Kick off your new year with great savings at Buy-Mart with our latest savings book coming to your mailbox this week. There are 16 pages full of great New Year's deals for you and your family. From everything you need to take care of your pets, to clothing, electronics, hardware, and more. We have you covered with all the fantastic deals you've come to expect as a loyal Buy-Mart member. See all the savings posted now at buymart.com and in your mailbox this week. Buy-Mart. Employee-owned, real value every day.
Super Wildcard Weekend. Baltimore battles Tennessee Sunday morning at 10.
Welcome back at 5:10. You can now take an FDA-authorized COVID-19 test from the comfort of home. This coronavirus testing kit is now available on Amazon. The Food and Drug Administration gave emergency use authorization for the dexterity tests last month. One kit is currently available for $110, or you can get a 10-pack for $1,000. But do keep in mind, testing at local test sites is free. Now, these kits aren't new, but this is the first at-home saliva test to receive FDA authorization for testing. The box includes an empty tube for saliva to be sent to a Los Angeles-based lab with prepaid shipping. And according to Amazon's website, the turnaround time is between 24 to 72 hours after the sample is received. And Amazon is taking even more control of its delivery system. It's now buying planes instead of just renting them. Amazon has been working on getting away from UPS and the Postal Service, so surges and delays like we saw before Christmas this year won't have as much of an impact on delivery times. Amazon says it's getting 4 Boeing 767s from WestJet and 7 more from Delta. They all have to be changed from passenger planes to carry cargo instead. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, tensions are high in Kenosha, Wisconsin after the district attorney announced no charges will be filed in the shooting of Jacob Blake.
This Thursday, the battle is on between the trivia pros and the average Joes.
You probably shouldn't have even shown up.
We'll see.
The Chase premieres Thursday on ABC.
Many people who deserve Social Security, disability, and workers' compensation benefits are denied.
If you were denied, you want an experienced attorney's personal attention.
I personally handle each workers' comp case.
And I personally handle each Social Security disability case.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call toll-free 1-888-665-8630. Bothwell and Howell.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my A1C because my body can still make its own insulin.
And Trulicity activates my body to release it, lowering my blood sugar from the first dose. Once weekly Trulicity responds when my body needs it 24/7. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin.
It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include indigestion, fatigue, belly pain, decreased appetite, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
If we spend a third of our life sleeping, shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the New Year's Super Sale, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Score free shipping and check out the Summit Firm for only $199.99. Save up to $200 on Rejuvenate Power Bases. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 Furniture Row gift certificate, plus 5 years no interest financing. But hurry, the New Year's Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Get that perfect clean air you seek at home. With a home comfort system from your local Lennox dealer, you can make your indoor air as clean as it can possibly be.
Feel more energized, healthier, and comfortable in your environment.
Welcome to the great indoors. Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Bruce Heating and Air today.
Next ET, we're with Pat Sajak and Vanna White, what you never knew about their friendship with Alex Trebek.
My admiration is off the charts.
Plus, only we're with Michael Chiklis. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Mart.
Welcome back. In news from across America, prosecutors will not charge a white police officer in Wisconsin who shot a black man in the back 7 times. The Kenosha County District Attorney made the announcement yesterday afternoon. In August, 29-year-old Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back as Officer Rustin Chesky was responding to a call about a domestic violence incident. He survived the shooting but was left paralyzed from the waist down. Wisconsin's Department of Justice says Blake had a knife, which was found on the floorboard of his SUV. The shooting increased tensions last summer as protesters around the world took to the streets calling for racial justice. And protesters hit the streets of Kenosha, Wisconsin as a result of the DA's decision. Several dozen marched through the streets into neighborhoods calling for justice. On Monday, Governor Tony Evers mobilized the National Guard in Kenosha to be prepared for any possible unrest in the city. Well, despite the arrival of the COVID-19 vaccine, the virus still has a major grip on the United States. According to Johns Hopkins University, 3,775 Americans died from COVID-19 yesterday alone. That's over 24 more than the previous high, which was set less than a week ago. The U.S. rose above 21 million known infections, and at least 131,000 people are hospitalized currently. As the post-holiday surge continues, some governors are trying to get people vaccinated quicker. According to the CDC, less than 30% of the doses given to states have been administered so far. And 2 new variants of the coronavirus are not likely to make the current vaccines useless. That's the word from multiple experts. They say the new variants, one discovered in England and the other in South Africa, appear to be more contagious, but a University of Pennsylvania expert says the human immune response can still handle these mutations. That's because the immune system makes a variety of antibodies, and some of them are likely to work. Another expert from the University of Washington posted a study which is yet to be reviewed, but it shows that at least some people's antibodies can overcome the mutated viruses. And we've heard about a couple of people having severe allergic reactions to the coronavirus vaccine, and doctors are still trying to figure out why. But now the FDA also says the vaccine may interact with facial fillers. Those are the injections used to smooth out small wrinkles. In Moderna's vaccine trials, 3 people had allergic reactions where their lips or cheeks, wherever they'd gotten the fillers, got swollen. That's around 1 in 10,000 people. And the swelling went down after basic treatment. So doctors are saying there's no reason for people who have had facial fillers to avoid the vaccine.
Now, Cap KView First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Kristen Walls.
And the wet weather has returned out the door this morning. I know the downtown Yakima area yesterday had a few light rain showers moving back in and around the Tri-Cities and parts of the foothills of the Blues. Enjoying some sun at least for the first part of the day before the clouds started to build in towards the afternoon. So there's Skywatch radar starting to light up, especially back out to our west around Sunnyside this morning, extending up into Moses Lake and Othello. Few rain showers moving into the Tri-Cities, just a sprinkle or two, but still dry conditions around Walla Walla down into Pendleton and Athena very early this morning. Now keep in mind, especially for those higher elevations, that winter storm warning is still in place for White Pass, Stevens Pass, and even Snoqualmie Pass this morning. We have the winter weather advisory that continues. So we'll continue to see some additional snowfall there and even through the northern Blues. You can see the latest setup around the Pacific Northwest. Still pretty unsettled with a lot of that snow creating some travel issues early this morning. They're doing a lot of avalanche control work as well because it's pretty unstable in the mountains as well. So Snoqualmie Pass, latest check at least westbound, they were doing some avalanche control work. Eastbound though, chains are required. Similar story here for Stevens Pass. We're looking at some avalanche control work going on. White Pass, light snow, traction tires are advised, and Manastash, just an overcast sky with no travel restrictions there currently. But as we get you over to Futurecast, we're going to see some improvements, of course, in this wet weather. We'll continue to, of course, see today the on and off rain chance. There's a look at 9 o'clock this morning. morning. Still planning on some of the soggy weather. We'll have a few rain showers left over as we take you throughout your afternoon, but looking at some small improvements. Overall, just staying mostly cloudy for the second half of the day today. Now, really clearing out overnight tonight. Your Thursday, looking at a partly sunny sky. It should be a beautiful day around the area. Light winds, and those temperatures should be in the upper 40s. Now, Friday morning, as you head on out the door, another rain chance will start to move in. Maybe some heavier downpours. Yakima and the Kittitas Valley could see a little bit of a wintry mix early on Friday morning. Second half of the day, though, Friday, we will see some drier conditions moving back in. Temperatures out the door this morning. We are starting off in the Tri-Cities close to that 40-degree mark, and then even into Walla Walla, where those winds have been picking up 50 degrees early this morning, and then 34 back over into the Yakima Valley as you start off your day. But as I mentioned, those winds are picking up just a little bit here for the foothills. Some downsloping winds. That's what's really creating some of those warmer temperatures early this morning. So out there for this afternoon, 44 for Yakima with 46 degrees in Toppenish, close to 50 today in the Tri-Cities, and 49 in Hermiston, Pendleton at 53, and 54 this afternoon in Walla Walla. Overnight tonight, we're going to dry things out, partly cloudy skies. Those numbers fall generally through the 30s and low 40s. So there's your 7-day forecast. Another morning shower on Friday at 44. Dry day Saturday, and then we'll have another slight chance for a morning shower on Sunday with a high of 41. And then that 7-day forecast in Yakima, slight chance for a wintry mix early on Friday morning at 41. Dry day Saturday, and then that small rain chance by early Sunday morning.
Thank you, Kristen. Up next, 2021 is starting off with a similar trend. Another major event. The Grammys have been postponed.
We've got the prescription you need for a confidence boost. Dr. Sobel can help improve your shape or take years off your appearance. Visit us at AndersonSobelCosmetic.com or call us at 1-800-843-3223.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet.
Did you know that learning to read is the single most important skill for your child's success? And did you know that kids who are read to consistently from birth have higher rates of success in life? Every parent wants great things for their kids. Graduation, satisfying, successful career, financial stability. Their future success starts with you. Preparing your child to start school ready to learn. Read together with your child 20 minutes every day. This message is brought to you by the Children's Reading Foundation of the Mid-Columbia in partnership with Hanford Mission Integration Solutions.
What's better than a good breakfast? A good breakfast on sale, of course.
Wake up to savings for Super One Foods week-long cereal and breakfast sale. Assorted cereals just $1.68 each. Donald Duck orange juice, $1.88 a carton. Fran's 6-count English muffins, just $1.68 a package.
Super One Foods week-long breakfast sale going on now. Bring on the morning.
You're up early.
Well, U.S. Cellular is giving away the latest phones for free with no hidden requirements, so I did not want to miss it.
Actually, you can get the latest phones free all season long.
What? All season long, huh?
Yep, and no hidden requirements.
You in the market for any camping gear? Only been used once.
At U.S. Cellular, get the latest phones free with the plan of your choice and no required phone trade-ins all season long. U.S. Cellular. Upgrade to Fair.
Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line, the Bell & Howell Tax Shaver. Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, whether you're at home or on the go. It even has a built-in trimmer for sideburns and beards. And it works wet or dry for a great shave in even the harshest conditions. The Tax Shaver is completely waterproof.
Act now to get your tax shaver for just $29.99 with free shipping and is backed by our 10-year warranty. Order yours today.
All new Oz. Golden, brown, and crispy. Chicken nuggets. They're not all created equal.
Is this the chicken equivalent of pink slime?
It's our great big chicken nugget investigation. The Dr. Oz Show. Today at 4 on Cap KVU.
We've got the prescription you need for a confidence boost. Dr. Sobel can help improve your shape or take years off your appearance. Visit us at AndersonSobelCosmetic.com or call us at 1-800-843-3223.
Live with Kelly and Ryan. Today at 9 on Cap KVU.
Welcome back. In your entertainment news, the 63rd Grammy Awards will not be happening later this month as scheduled. The Best in Music show has been postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic, of course. The event had been set for January 31st at the Los Angeles Staples Center with talk show host Trevor Noah as this year's host. But a joint statement was released yesterday from the Recording Academy and the show producers saying the Grammys will now happen March 14th. It cited an increase in COVID cases and hospitalizations in Southern California as a big factor in the decision. And hip-hop music legend Dr. Dre was admitted to a California hospital yesterday. The music producer and entrepreneur's real name is Andre Young. He posted on Instagram after being hospitalized in LA, but didn't share exactly why he was in the hospital. In his post, Dre thanked everyone for their well wishes and said he was doing great. He also said he was getting excellent care from his medical team and expected to be out of the hospital soon. Well, check this out. Starbucks announced a new winter menu, and it includes a pistachio latte and a honey almond milk cold brew. The latte includes sauce made with real pistachios and a salted brown buttery topping. It's available hot, iced, or blended. On the treat side, it's introducing an Earth Cake Pop and a red velvet loaf. The Earth Cake Pop is dipped in blue icing and covered in green and white sprinkles. And it's also adding some items to its permanent menu, the honey almond milk flat white, and it looks like these kale and portobello mushroom egg bites.
Oh, I'm loving all the changes. I'm a big fan of the cold brews, the nitro cold brews and stuff. So every time they come up with new flavors, you can count me there to get one.
Well, I mean, the pistachio, I think, is particularly intriguing to me. I can't quite imagine what that'll taste like.
We'll have to try it and I'll let you know.
All right, coming up on Good Morning Northwest, control of the Senate will soon be decided by Georgia voters, and we already know the results for one of those two high-stake races. Plus, hear why health officials decided to move one of the Tri-Cities coronavirus testing sites.
And some soggy weather moving across our area early this morning. A look at how long the rain is expected to last. It's all coming up in that full forecast at the 5:30 half hour.
In today's Tech Bites, a big expansion for Amazon's air fleet. For the first time, the company has purchased 11 used Boeing jets. The 767s used to be part of Delta and WestJet Airlines. The planes are expected to be ready for delivery service next year. And Apple wants to turn its devices into charging stations. Reports say the company has filed 2 patents for the technology that would turn MacBooks and iPads into wireless chargers. Users would simply have to put their iPhones or watches on the device to charge. And finally, it may be time to adjust the atomic clock. Scientists are considering shortening the minute to 59 seconds. And that's because the Earth is rotating faster than usual. A 1-second difference could set things straight. They've tinkered with time before when the planet was spinning slower. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Our boy Blue really was a member of the Bishop family. He was part of everything we did. And he really did inspire us to start Blue Buffalo. We just weren't happy with the foods that were out there. We thought we could do better. And now millions of dogs and cats enjoy our healthy recipes. They're made with the finest natural ingredients and real meat first, and no chicken or poultry byproduct meals. That's the promise we made to Blue. And it's our promise to you and your pet. Because like you, we love them like family too.
Instantly clear everyday congestion with Vicks Sinex Saline Nasal Mist. For drug-free relief that works fast. Vicks Sinex, instantly clear everyday congestion.
Want your brain better? Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva has clinically proven ingredients that fuel 5 indicators of brain performance: memory, focus, accuracy, learning, and concentration. Try our new gummies for 30 days and see the difference.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, an incident in front of a Walmart yesterday sent 2 Yakima police officers to the hospital.
And we have more wet weather working through the area on this Wednesday morning. A look at how long it's expected to last. Our forecast is coming up.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest, and thanks for waking up with us early on this Wednesday. I'm Monica Petrozelli, and let's take a look at that forecast with Chief Meteorologist Kristen Walls. Kristen, you mentioned That wet weather, when's that moving in?
Yep, but we already are seeing it this morning in some locations. So grab the umbrella. You will need it throughout the day today. So that live look right now in downtown Yakima. We are seeing some scattered rain showers for you early this morning, starting off with these temperatures in the upper 30s. Of course, it's another chilly start. There's some of the rain that we have moving through, mainly around the Sunnyside area. A few areas of some drizzle from the Tri-Cities, but then some dry conditions still currently around Hermiston, Pendleton, and Walla Walla early this morning. So let's get you over to some of those current temperatures. Tri-Cities this morning starting off at close to that 40-degree mark. Over into Yakima, 34 in Ellensburg, and then up to about 50 degrees in Walla Walla. Of course, we're looking at those winds, which have been picking up just a little bit, some downsloping winds, which again have created some slightly warmer temperatures early this morning. So we're expecting some on and off rain showers as we take you throughout your afternoon. Temperatures today will be close to about 50 degrees. I'll have a look at how long the rain is expected to last. Sneak peek into that weekend forecast as well. It's all coming up.
Thank you, Kristen. Well, 2 Yakima police officers are in the hospital after an incident in a Walmart parking lot. Police say someone spotted a car they thought might be stolen and called 911. But when officers showed up, the driver took off and struck them while trying to get away.
There was a short pursuit that ended out east in, I believe, Terrace Heights. And the suspects were involved in a crash, and we were able to arrest them. They had minor injuries.
Now, police say both officers are in serious condition, but they are conscious and talking to hospital staff. Well, control of the Senate will soon be decided by Georgia voters after a record early voting turnout and massive amounts of money raised for the 2 runoff races. All that's left to do now is count the votes. Nadia Romero explains how the outcome will shape the Senate and the future of the Biden administration.
The polls are closed, and now the wait for results begins.
There are a lot of votes out there, as y'all know, and we have a path to victory, and we're staying on it.
Let us rise up, greet the morning, and meet the challenges of this moment. Together, we can do the necessary work and win the future for all of our children.
As the votes are counted in the high-stakes Georgia runoff races, state officials are trying to temper expectations.
I think it'll probably take till tomorrow sometime. Really depends on what is the difference in the vote totals, how close the races are. And so as soon as we can get those out to everyone, we know how important this is, not just for Georgia, but for our entire nation.
Hanging in the balance, control of the United States Senate.
At what point did you make the decision, I'm going to fly from Virginia to go vote in person here?
So it was literally this morning because I had thought about it, and then this morning I was just thinking about it, and I knew I would regret it forever if I didn't come back to vote.
If both Democrats win, each party would have 50 Senate seats. And incoming Vice President Kamala Harris would serve as the tie-breaking vote, essentially easing the path of the Biden administration.
This is the last line of defense against this radical socialist agenda.
This is history unfolding in Georgia right now.
With record early and absentee turnout for a runoff in Georgia, the margins are expected to be razor thin. And the closer the race, the longer it could take to determine a winner.
I think it's going to take us a little bit of time here, certainly unless there's some sort of runaway in the early results, which doesn't seem to be the case.
In Atlanta, I'm Nadia Romero.
And the Democrats have won at least one of those 2 highly anticipated Senate runoff races in Georgia. Reverend Raphael Warnock won his runoff against GOP incumbent Senator Kelly Loeffler just last night. Warnock received more than 2.2 million votes. And with this win, Warnock makes history as the first black U.S. Senator from Georgia. His win also brings Democrats 1 seat closer to control of the U.S. Senate. And the second runoff race being watched in Georgia is between GOP Senator David Perdue and Democrat Jon Ossoff. That race is still too close to call. And this comes as vote counting in one Georgia county is being delayed because of technical issues. Officials in DeBalt County say 19,000 ballots are now being manually scanned and tabulated, but they didn't release details on the technical problems. The outstanding votes have been reported are in-person early votes. A group in Pasco has gathered about 700 signatures on their petition to send elementary students back home for remote learning. Organizers with the Pasco Association of Educators say they want schools to reopen, but they think the first step should be getting the pandemic under control by shutting down until it's safe.
Educators feel it's no longer safe for our students and our staff to gather in school buildings. To keep our community safe, we must return to remote learning.
Wilson believes the current hybrid learning model that Pasco Elementary students are doing now just isn't sustainable moving forward. Now, you heard that testing is one of the metrics determining which regions will get to advance in the reopening process. We're supposed to get down to where 10% of people getting tested have the virus. Right now, it's around twice that in Benton and Franklin counties. And in Yakima, around 30% of people getting tested are coming back positive. Yesterday, the COVID-19 test site that was once at the HAPO Center in Pasco officially relocated. The new site opened is at 1709 South Eli Street near the Kennewick Irrigation District building. We spoke to the officer in command who says the new test site is winter ready.
It will serve anyone. So if you feel like you need to test, this is an available spot to do that, regardless of insurance, regardless of immigration status. It is available to all.
So as mentioned, the old testing site at the HAPO Center in Pasco has been closed, but this new site will have the same hours Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Take a look at this at 5:35. Some firefighters in California had a tough time trying to rescue a dog from a storm drain. This is Gray, a 5-year-old husky. And as you can see, she found herself in a predicament Monday, Kristen.
Goodness.
San Bernardino County, California firefighters, along with animal control officers, were called in to help Gray out of this snug situation. But even they had to call for backup. Eventually, the department's search and rescue team stepped in, bringing specialized tools like jackhammers and saws to cut an opening to free her. While the effort took 2 hours, Gray was not hurt and was home with her owners by the end of the day.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad it had a happy ending, but I'm curious as to what she was even going after to get herself trapped into that predicament.
I wish that I could talk to Gray and ask her what was she thinking, but it was, I don't know, a raccoon or a squirrel.
Exactly.
All right, it's now time to raise the flag here on Good Morning Northwest with the Pledge of Allegiance.
With schools pretty much closed, we still honor the flag each morning. So please send a photo or video of your child doing the Pledge of Allegiance to pledge@capkvu.com, and we'll share it with viewers.
At Archibald's, we believe it's important to keep the traditions that have made our country great. We're proud to support Raise the Flag.
It was snowing.
Icy, foggy, a mess.
I was driving slow.
I had studs.
It was hard to see.
I just wanted to get home.
He was sliding right towards me.
It's spinning out of control.
Slow motion.
And then bam!
I got hurt bad.
Hospital bills.
Insurance hassles.
It was overwhelming.
So I called
Tamaki Law.
Tamaki Law.
Tamaki Law.
If you've been injured in an accident, call Tamaki Law.
The day after chemo might mean a trip back to the doctor's office, just for a shot. But why go back there when you can stay home? With Neulasta Onpro, strong chemo can put you at risk of serious infection. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% decrease. Neulasta Onpro is designed to deliver Neulasta the day after chemo and is used by most patients today.
Neulasta is for certain cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to it, or Neupogen, filgrastim. An incomplete dose could increase infection risk. Ruptured spleen, sometimes fatal, as well as serious lung problems, allergic reactions, kidney injuries, and capillary leak syndrome have occurred. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
If you'd rather be home, ask your doctor about Neulasta Onpro. Pay no more than $5 per dose with copay card.
Your mission: stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis and take it on with Rinvoq. Rinvoq, a once-daily pill, can dramatically improve symptoms. Rinvoq helps tame pain, stiffness, swelling, and for some, Rinvoq can even significantly reduce RA fatigue. That's Rinvoq relief. With RA, your overactive immune system attacks your joints. Rinvoq regulates it to help stop the attack.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious infections and blood clots, sometimes fatal, have occurred, as have certain cancers, including lymphoma, and tears in the stomach or intestines, and changes in lab results. Your doctor should monitor your blood work. Tell your doctor about any infections, and if you are or may become pregnant while taking Rinvoq.
Take on RA. Talk to your rheumatologist about Rinvoq Relief. Rinvoq, make it your mission. If you can't afford your medicine, AbbVie may be able to help.
Kick off your new year with great savings at Buy-Mart with our latest savings book coming to your mailbox this week. There are 16 pages full of great New Year's deals for you and your family. From everything you need to take care of your pets, to clothing, electronics, hardware, and more. We have you covered with all the fantastic deals you've come to expect as a loyal Buy-Mart member. See all the savings posted now at buymart.com and in your mailbox this week. Buy-Mart, employee-owned, real value every day.
Premium care with a personal touch. Priority Home Health.
Welcome back at 5:39. 43 Bed Bath & Beyond stores will be shutting their doors by the end of February. USA Today reports that these include stores in 19 states and Puerto Rico. In Washington, the Everett store has been shut down, but no other Washington stores are being shut down in this round, at least. Back in July, the home goods retailer announced it was planning to close 200 stores over the next 2 years. 63 of them shut their doors by the end of 2020. And with the additional 43 closings, Bed Bath & Beyond would have completed about 60% of those planned closures by the end of next month. Car buying in the U.S. is revving up again. That's according to General Motors, which released its fourth quarter sales for 2020 yesterday. GM is the country's largest automaker. Other car makers will release their fourth quarter sale figures later today, and they're also expected to report improvements. Buyers deserted the showrooms at the beginning of the pandemic last spring, but GM says its consumer sales have now returned to pre-pandemic levels. The pace of the recovery is a surprise for many experts who didn't forecast such a quick comeback. Amazon is taking even more control of its delivery system. It's now buying planes instead of renting them. Amazon has been working on getting away from UPS and the Postal Service, so surges and delays like we saw before Christmas won't have as much of an impact on delivery times. Amazon says it's getting 4 Boeing 767s from WestJet and 7 more from Delta. They'll all have to be changed from passenger planes to carry cargo instead. Coming up next, some allies of President Trump are expected to make one more challenge to the results of the November presidential election.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Anderson Sobel Cosmetic Surgery.
Imagine yourself working alongside a dentist, taking x-rays, sterilizing instruments, educating dental patients. You've just imagined a dental assisting career, and Charter College can prepare you in less than a year. You'll be taught chairside assisting, infection control, radiology, and how to handle dental emergencies. To join the rewarding healthcare industry, start at chartercollege.edu, because we work to get you to work.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my A1C because my body can still make its own insulin.
And Trulicity activates my body to release it, lowering my blood sugar from the first dose. Once weekly Trulicity responds when my body needs it 24/7. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin.
It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include indigestion, fatigue, belly pain, decreased appetite, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
Welcome to Prodigy Property Management, where stellar apartment living begins. Our large selection of apartment communities offer best in comfort and modern amenities for any lifestyle and budget. Our spacious studio, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments have it all. From hardwood floors, walk-in closets, pools, chic lobbies, and on-site gyms. You'll love coming home every day. Check out our list of communities by visiting prodigypro.net.
So I can get the latest phones free with no hidden requirements?
Yep, all season long.
And do I have to get the most expensive plan?
Nope, no plan restrictions.
Okay, but we have to trade in our phones.
Right?
Nope, keep your phones.
Did you say free phone?
Yep, The latest phone's free for you.
Switch to US Cellular and get the latest phones free, available all season long with no hidden requirements. US Cellular, upgrade to fair.
Sunday. It's NFL Super Wild Card Weekend on Cat KView as Baltimore battles Tennessee. The Ravens and the Titans. Sunday morning at 10 on ABC Cat KView.
Watching Andy Griffith has one result.
Makes you feel good, don't it? Kind of a warm feeling right in the middle of your stomach. You know why you're feeling that way, don't you, boy?
Because I'm pooped.
MeTV. Broadcast channels 35.2 and 42.2 plus Spectrum Channel 182. Now, Cap KView First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Kristen Walls.
5:44 and welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. You will need your umbrella once again today, tracking some scattered rain showers that are once again moving through the area. So this unsettled weather pattern continues. I know in the downtown Yakima area yesterday, you had some light rain showers moving through, which kept your temperatures only in the upper 30s compared to the rest of the area where we had numbers once again into the 50s. So we'll kind of see a very similar setup for today, some cooler temperatures into the Yakima Valley. But there's the wet weather. Plan on everybody getting some light rain showers on and off throughout the day today. We have a line of some rain showers from Othello down into Sunnyside, even a few showers that are trying to sneak into the Tri-Cities early this morning, even around Grandview. Looking at just a little bit of some light sprinkles this morning, and eventually this again will be across the entire area throughout the day today. So again, that umbrella is certainly needed throughout the day today as well. So we have some snow that continues back through the Cascades. Our snow level still right around 2,000 to 3,000 feet early this morning. We still have chains which are required for the westbound lanes. Now they're doing a lot of avalanche control work out there for today. So eastbound lanes, there's going to be some travel restrictions or at least some delays there as there's doing some avalanche control work. And then same thing for Stevens Pass. Some delays expected as they're going to be stopping traffic for avalanche control work there as well, and then traction tires which are required for White Pass. So we still have another couple hours left with this winter weather advisory and even a winter storm warning in place back through the Cascades. So another couple of inches expected. The snow should be winding down for the second half of the day today. A little bit of a different story though for the northern blues, where there's still winter weather advisory that'll continue until 10 a.m. Thursday morning. So they're expecting additional 4 to 10 inches of snowfall through the northern blues. So plan on, again, this is a look here locally at some wet weather, especially early this morning. We'll see some improvements for the second half of the day today, maybe just a sprinkle or two left over as you're heading home from work. But overall, just staying mostly cloudy for today. Tonight into our day tomorrow, that sunshine will return. Should be a beautiful day overall tomorrow. And then another rain chance starts to move back in for your Friday morning. Can't even rule out the chance for a wintry mix for the Yakima and the Kittitas Valley as you start off your Friday morning. Second half of the day, we're going to be going back to a little bit of some sunshine across our area. Now, temperatures early this morning, we're starting off at 42 in the Tri-Cities. Prosser, you're at 38 with 34 in Yakima, and then 50 degrees in Walla Walla. We have those downsloping winds early this morning, and you can see those winds picking up 15 to 20 miles per hour early this morning. So as far as our temperatures go later on this afternoon, 41 in Ellensburg with 44 in Yakima. Jumping up to 50 today once again in the Tri-Cities, 48 Prosser, same thing for Hanford, and then over into Walla Walla, 54, 53 in Pendleton. So drying out tonight, we'll have that partly cloudy skies. Those numbers fall through the 30s. I'll look ahead to your 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll have another rain chance again Friday morning. Dry day Saturday. Another small rain chance there on Sunday morning with more active weather next week. And then your 7-day forecast for Yakima. There's that wintry mix early on Friday morning. And then a dry start to your weekend Saturday with a high of 39. Thank you, Kristen. News from across America. Prosecutors will not charge a white police officer in Wisconsin who shot a black man in the back 7 times. The Kenosha County District Attorney made the announcement yesterday afternoon. In August, 29-year-old Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back as Officer Rustin Chesky was responding to a call about a domestic violence incident. He survived the shooting but was left paralyzed from the waist down. Wisconsin's Department of Justice says Blake had a knife which was found on the floorboard of his SUV. The shooting increased tensions last summer as protesters around the world took to the streets calling for racial justice. And protesters hit the streets of Kenosha as a result of the DA's decision. Several dozen marching through the streets into neighborhoods calling for justice. On Monday, Governor Tony Evers mobilized the National Guard in Kenosha in preparation for this possible unrest in the city. Some civil rights protections for minority groups could be at risk. The U.S. Department of Justice is asking for the White House's approval to change the enforcement of a major federal law, Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. That's according to the New York Times. The Times reports if the change is approved, protections for intentional discrimination cases would remain in place, but not for cases where a disparate impact was felt by minorities. Title VI of the Civil Rights Act prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, and national origin in programs and activities receiving federal financial assistance. Today, Congress will meet to officially count the Electoral College ballots, but the process will likely be more drawn out than usual. That's because a number of Republican senators, including Senator Ted Cruz, plan to object to votes and force debates on key states' results. Sources say Cruz will object to Arizona's Electoral College results, but even if there are objections, it won't change the results of the election. That's because every Democrat and some Republicans plan to reject the challenges. Still, the objecting Senate Republicans are expected to push full steam ahead. And despite pressure from President Trump, sources say Vice President Mike Pence won't block certification of President-elect Joe Biden's win. These sources say Pence told the president he doesn't have the power to derail the process. But that's not the official word from Team Trump. The campaign tweeted out a statement from the president saying he and Pence are in total agreement and that Pence has the constitutional authority to decertify the results or send them back to states. Former President Jimmy Carter and First Lady Rosalind Carter will not be attending President-elect Biden's inauguration in person. That's according to a spokeswoman for the Carters. She said while they will not travel to Washington for the big day, they have sent their best wishes to Biden and Vice President-elect Harris and said they look forward to a successful administration. Carter is a fellow Democrat. At 96, he's the country's oldest living former president. He's also survived 2 types of cancer. The Biden inauguration will take place on January 20th and will be mostly virtual. The inaugural committee has asked people not to travel to D.C. for the ceremony. When we come back, are you looking to keep your New Year's resolutions this year? We're looking at this year's best diets after the break.
The Beef Zone, where BLT meets double beef and creamy ranch. Try the new BLT Ranch Double Cheeseburger for just $3.49. Part of Charbroiled Double Deals at Carl's Jr. Feed your happy.
With schools pretty much closed, we still honor the flag each morning, so please send a photo or video of your child doing the Pledge of Allegiance to pledge@capkvu.com.
At Archibald's, we believe it's important to keep the traditions that have made our country great. We're proud to support Raise the Flag.
Please send a photo or video of your child doing the Pledge of Allegiance to pledge@capkvu.com, and we'll share it with viewers.
Let Fred's help you start the new year with a high-capacity front-load laundry set that can do more loads of laundry in less time.
This new Samsung front-load laundry set can't be found at the box stores, but when Fred's advertises it, we got it. It's on sale for only $6.99 each.
Enjoy wrinkle-free clothes and get out the toughest stains with this steam laundry set.
Save $300 on this Samsung laundry set marked down to only $6.99 each.
Come in and see the great selection of laundry sets at Fred's Appliance.
Let's say your car needs a new part, like an alternator. You could get just the one part at the typical auto parts store, or for the same money at rockauto.com, get the alternator plus the belt and tensioner kit you'll need to do the repair right, and have money left over to buy lunch. Since 1999, rockauto.com has provided reliably low prices, easy-to-use website, huge selection of parts, and fast shipping.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Think of it as your best defense. Think of it as essential to everyone's health. Think of it as a way to save lives. Flu is spreading. Get a flu vaccine now. Visit knockoutflu.org.
Kick off your new year with great savings at Bi-Mart with our latest savings book coming to your mailbox this week. There are 16 pages full of great New Year's deals for you and your family. From everything you need to take care of your pets, to clothing, electronics, hardware, and more. We have you covered with all the fantastic deals you've come to expect as a loyal Bi-Mart member. See all the savings posted now at Bi-Mart.com and in your mailbox this week. Bi-Mart, employee-owned, real value every day.
This week on GMA, it's not just another New Year weight loss series. No, no, no. What if we showed you how real people just like you lost the weight they wanted, got in shape, and felt great? Join the movement, GMA's Motivation Nation on ABC's Good Morning America.
Hungry for a double deal? This beefy BLT just put on a little ranch. The new BLT Ranch Double Cheeseburger for just $3.49. Part of Charbroiled Double Deals at Carl's Jr. Feed your happy.
Live with Kelly and Ryan. Today at 9 on Cap KView.
Welcome back at 5:54. Despite the arrival of the COVID-19 vaccine, the virus still has a major grip on the United States. According to Johns Hopkins University, 3,775 Americans died from COVID-19 yesterday alone. That's over 24 more than the previous high, which was set less than a week ago. The U.S. rose above 21 million known infections, and at least 131,000 people are hospitalized. As the post-holiday surge continues, some governors are trying to get people vaccinated quicker, but according to the CDC, less than 30% of the doses given to states so far have been administered. Two new variants of the coronavirus are not likely to make the current vaccines useless. That's the word from multiple experts. They say the new variants, one discovered in England and the other in South Africa, appear to be more contagious. But a University of Pennsylvania expert says the human immune response can still handle these mutations. That's because the immune system makes a variety of antibodies, some of them likely to work. Another expert from the University of Washington posted a study which is yet to be reviewed. It shows that at least some people's antibodies can overcome those mutated viruses. And we've heard about a couple of people having severe allergic reactions to the coronavirus vaccine, and doctors are still trying to figure out why. But now the FDA also says the vaccine could interact with facial fillers. Those are the injections used to smooth out small wrinkles. In Moderna's vaccine trials, 3 people had allergic reactions where their lips or cheeks, wherever they'd gotten the fillers, got swollen. That's around 1 in 10,000 people. And the swelling went down after basic treatment, so doctors are saying there's no reason for people who have had facial fillers to avoid the vaccine.
And at 5:56, it's time for your close-to-home forecast. More rain showers expected out the door this morning. You can see some of our temperatures. We're going to be back up close to that 50-degree mark once again. Close to about 50 for Pasco into Burbank. 47 in Basin City. Benton City today up to about 49 degrees. Further to our south and southeast along the foothills of the Blues, we're looking at winds to pick up. Already seeing that early this morning. Some of our wind gusts today could be as high as about 25 miles per hour. Rain showers expected there as well, with 50 for Touchy and Athena, 53 in Pilot Rock, Irrigan this afternoon at 47 with Heppner at 51, mid to upper 40s for Union Gap, Zilla, and Toppenish. Just some spotty rain showers on and off for you today as well. A little bit of a wintry mix, though, is expected, of course, as you get higher up into some of those elevations there. Wintry mix, especially for Cleveland this morning. Afternoon rain showers from Ellensburg at 41, 46 this afternoon for Vantage.
Kristen, well, if you're looking to follow a healthier eating plan for 2021, here's some news you can use. The Mediterranean diet has been named the best overall diet for the 4th year in a row. The plant-based diet focuses on eliminating or reducing processed foods and centers on fruits, vegetables, beans, lentils, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Tied for second place, the DASH diet, which stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension, and the Flexitarian diet, which encourages being a flexible vegetarian. Weight Watcher rounds out the top 3 best overall diets. A panel of health experts reviewed research about 39 different eating plans from medical journals and government reports and other resources. So
and
what do you think, Kristen?
I know for me, at least, I'm trying to eat a lot more fruits and vegetables. It seems like, that's really the key.